and welcome back to our channel, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. Hope you guys like this video. This one's going to be a little bit shorter, and it's going to talk about ways that you can manage your snacking at home. Now, I know that a lot of us, most of us, probably all of us are working from home right now. This is pretty new for those of you who did not have kind of a work from home job before, and the access to the kitchen is, well, if you're like me, your kitchen is right there, and this camera is sitting literally on my countertop, and my desk is right here. So if you're anything like me, the kitchen has, you know, completely kind of like taken over, and I know that is the case for a lot of you too. So this video is going to give you 5 ways to manage your snacking. I hope you guys like it. Stay tuned. Well, this is actually a good place to start. Water. I didn't kind of write this down, but staying hydrated is so important, right? Having a water bottle, if you don't already have one, this is mine. I have it with me everywhere, and it's full all the time. So even when it gets like, you know, halfway full, I just make sure that I go and fill it up right away, and I'm constantly sipping on it throughout the day. So if you're well hydrated, those cravings will subside, and hopefully your snacking goes away. So we've turned this into 6 steps. Number 1 being stay well hydrated, have access to a water bottle throughout the day. So tip number 2 is to find some recipes that you really enjoy. The BODZii blog has tons of them, so I'll post the link in the description below to our blog where you can find some recipes. I would say choose like 1 to 2 recipes every week and then try them out. Now, you don't have to be switching up your recipes every single week. You can repeat recipes, of course, especially if you find one that really works for you. All right, tip number 3 is to bulk prep and freeze some treats or some snacks. Okay, now there are so many healthy alternative recipes out there now, like the internet is filled with them. Again, our blog has some as well, so you can go there and check it out. But you want to create recipes that you can make in bulk. You can prep them out or portion them out, and then you can put them in your freezer. Now, if they're in your freezer, then it does take a little bit more time and effort than just kind of reaching and grabbing for it if it's sitting in your cupboard. Now, if you're anything like me, you will still go into your freezer and get your portions out. So if you're doing that every 10 minutes, then maybe stay away from this option, but this definitely works for somebody who can, you know, use the freezer as a block or a barrier into getting another one every 10 minutes. All right, tip number 4 is to figure out what you crave. So we can essentially compartmentalize or categorize snacks into 3 different things: crunchy, sweet, and salty. Figuring out which one that you crave the most or the one that you're more likely to reach for is really important, because then once you decide that, or once you figure that out, you can create something yourself in the kitchen that's going to satisfy that craving. So you can think crunchy roasted chickpeas, right? If you want something a little bit crunchier, you can make some black bean or some chickpea brownies, which we actually created on our blog. So if you go follow us on Instagram, we have awesome recipes that are posted every single Sunday. Our coach Zainab does them live on our story. And this past week, she created some chickpea blondies, which were absolutely amazing. I will link that recipe in the bio or in the description, and you guys can go in there, create them yourself, and then take, you know, one from the earlier steps, freeze them, portion them out, freeze them, throw them in the freezer, and then they'll last you a couple weeks. Or you can even do some seasoned kale chips. Right now, I know kale chips are like the complete healthiest version of the chip, but it still gives you that kind of crunchiness. If you season it with like some Cajun spice, some salt and pepper, then it can absolutely curve that kind of crunchy saltiness that you're looking for. Now, at the end of the day, creating snacks that you want yourself is much better than going out and purchasing them. So if you're a potato chip gal and you really love the crunchy, salty of potato chips, make them yourself, right? You can make some awesome potato skin chips, lay them out in a baking pan, you know, season them with some salt and pepper, bake them, and then you have your own potato chips ready to go. All right, tip number 5 is to wait for 5. So what this means is wait 5 minutes. If you're hungry and it's not quite lunchtime yet or not quite dinner time yet and it's that mid-afternoon hunger spell, just set your alarm for 5 minutes. Practicing this delayed gratification is a really, really good step into creating self-discipline. So even if you do this a couple times a week, this is a really, really good practice. And who knows, maybe you'll even talk yourself out of having your snack within that 5 minutes, and that'll allow you to just wait for dinner or wait for your next meal. All right, our last tip, number 6, is to figure out if you are eating enough. So if you're under eating, or if you're just eating too little calories, then of course that's going to lead you to feel hungry, and that's going to lead you to kind of snack throughout the day. You want to make sure that you're putting a focus on where your micronutrients and your macronutrients are coming from. Now, if you've never tracked or logged your food before, 2,000 calories a day is a great place to start, and making sure that you're filling those 2,000 calories with fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins throughout the day, and really good healthy carb sources is an awesome place to start. If you're looking for ideas on how to build a macro-friendly meal or a well-balanced meal, definitely go to our blog as well. I can post an article in the bio or in the description below to help you guys out in creating meals that are gonna make you feel fuller for longer and prevent those snacking periods. All right, guys, I really hope this video helped. Now, these are just really 6 easy steps that you can take to hopefully prevent yourself from snacking throughout the day. They're really easy. Try 1 or 2 of them. Put a comment below and let me know what you think. Or if you have another thing that you're doing that I didn't mention, comment that below. And hopefully you guys can get through this isolation and quarantine feeling really, really good about yourself. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you guys soon.